reporting that a 5-year-old girl was injured after being hit by a vehicle after getting off the bus yesterday afternoon. It happened at the intersection of 4th Street and 10th Avenue Northeast in Byron. The Olmsted County Sheriff's Office says a 17-year-old male driver drove past the bus's stop arm and struck the girl. She was taken to the hospital with an injury to her leg, but the Sheriff's Office is not releasing how serious that injury is. Deputies say the driver may be charged following an investigation. We're finding out that Byron isn't the only community in southern Minnesota where drivers are not stopping for school buses. Today, KIMT News 3's Annalise Johnson went to Stewartville, where the school district recently commented on the issue. She joins us now live. Annalise, what is that district seeing?
Amy, I'm here at the Grissom School Bus Garage. The buses here have been transporting Stewartville students for the past 35 years. But the owners say this school year they've seen more drivers breaking the law and endangering kids getting on and off the bus than ever before. When this stop arm is extended,
the crossing bar goes out as well, and that's to let the kids know that crossing here is not safe.
And these red lights are flashing.
With all the red lights flashing, it's hard to believe people can miss it, but they do sometimes.
A school bus is picking up or dropping off kids, and all other traffic must stop 20 feet away.
It's our kids' lives. You know, I have kids, and I have nieces and nephews, and we all have.
Grissom school bus manager Brian Runkle explains that school bus drivers do their part to keep kids safe getting on and off the bus.
You have to look at the activity happening at the bus stop itself. You have to watch the traffic in front of you, as well as the traffic behind and at the side of you.
But there's only so much bus drivers can do to keep kids safe. And recently, more vehicles and traffic have been breaking the law around school buses.
In a normal week, we have 1 or 2, but in the past month, we've had maybe 6 to 8, and so it's really increased, and it's bothersome to us.
Stewartville Public School Superintendent Belinda Selfers put out this letter on Twitter to remind drivers what the law is and to do their part.
We're terrified of a student being injured or worse, and so what we want to do is impress upon all of our community members the importance of making sure that we need to share the road with our school buses and make sure that we're doing everything we can as a community to keep our students safe.
So what happens if a driver illegally passes a school bus? Olmsted County Deputy Mike Strelo explains.
It really is a traffic criminal offense. If you pass through a stop sign, it's a $300 fine and a misdemeanor. Just a few years ago, it did get enhanced to a $500 fine if students are outside of the bus.
To catch people violating the law, Grissom school buses have cameras like this one. Through reviewing footage, they can see the car's license plate in these mirrors. Drivers and students can shout out the color or type of car, and the audio is recorded.
A lot of the time when we do investigate these drivers have no idea that the violation even occurred. And they're very adamant that they don't know that it occurred. But we look at that surveillance, the video, and it tells a different story.
You might see one of these signs on a Stewartville school bus or around the community. Grissom School Bus, the Stewartville Public Schools, and the Olmsted County Sheriff's Office wants to remind people that it's not just a stop sign, it's a child's life. Live in Stewartville, Annalise Johnson, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Annalise. And if a school bus's lights are flashing amber, the bus is preparing to stop. It's not illegal to pass a bus at this time, but it may be a good idea to slow down or come to a complete stop to be safe rather than sorry.